Welcome back to school 2022. I'm Rebecca Rosecrans, and I am now your InfoHio support. And I only started this around December of 2021, but I've been with TCCSA now for 20 years in different support roles. So anytime, email support@tccsa.net to get hold of me if you need help. I want to quickly talk about end of year reports. This might be something you do often. If you don't have time to run these, I ran them for you. I ran a detailed one, so it's in a spreadsheet, and that way you can see your entire circulation, your entire collection, and you can see the status of those. I also gave you all an example that would just be for maybe printing and handing to your administration. So this is the overview, and I emailed these out. Everyone should have already received these, and you can ignore the majority of this. What's important possibly to your administration is the general numbers here that we see. Checkouts of different type of books and even their renewals too. So it gives them kind of that 1,000-foot view of what's happening with circulation in your library. You can share that, not share it, use it for your own knowledge. It's a nice quick go-to. I also have the detailed circulation count, and what I did before sending this out, I took and sorted this whole spreadsheet so that available is the first status. Then I also sorted after available or after the status. I set it that we could see the checkouts to date, and I made it largest number first. And I did this so you could see, hey, this is my last school year, and these are the most popular books that were circulated last year. And this column for just checkouts, that's historic. That tells you over the entire time of this book being in your collection, how many times it's been circulated. So if you run this yourself, great. If you didn't, I provided it for you. I'm going to quickly scroll to the bottom of this, so don't get dizzy here. But after I see the available status, then farther down your reports, I'm going to find other statuses. They're just alphabetically ordered. So if you have a large number of discard, missing, lost, even possibly checked out still, I'm going to touch base with you later on this school year. And if you're wondering, yikes, why is this library listing so many missing? This is Southeast Holmesville Elementary, and they lost their roof this summer due to the big storm, the macro burst tornado type activity we had. So these were books that they had to check out. They had to set up all their books in a gym. They dried them out. Honestly, they were very lucky because none were actually water damaged, but they still need to thin down their collection. So they're checking them out, and then I'm going to be removing them. So I'll work with them, and anyone else with a lot of items, I'll work with you too. So that's just a review of the files that I sent to you listing your year-end reports. Also, if you're wondering how I was able to generate a spreadsheet, that shelf list is what I used, and it actually gives me the option to have an output of spreadsheet. Whenever I set up my workflows, I was able to set up view. So I view it in Microsoft Word, but my print button will print to Excel. So when I run a report and the output is set to spreadsheet, then I just hit my print button. And I sent a little quick video tutorial about that back in the spring. So if anybody needs that again from me, I'll be happy to send it out again. And I provide it in our agenda. Anytime you need to remind your computer in workflows, hey, my print settings aren't working, then these are the PC and the Mac directions for you. So I am going to move on quickly to calendars. I have set all the school calendars for really the majority of our libraries. I found a few where they were current, and I checked with those librarians if they preferred to set their own or if they were okay with me setting them. And why don't I bring workflows into the screen here? If you want to review the dates I put in, I recommend that, then please do so. I get this window over here. There we go. And in your common tasks, just look at library calendar. So you'll see your dates in there. Just click on the little widget. If you need to add a calamity day, maybe there's a power outage, windstorm, we get all kinds of, it's not just snow days anymore. And if you want to go ahead and navigate through your calendar, maybe fair day is coming up, so you need to add that. Just throw it into your calendar. If there are dates I put in that you don't agree with, I did look at each of your school calendars that are on the web. So please feel free to double check me or modify what you see. So that's just there in workflows. Quickly looking back at our agenda here, I also have set the compulsory return date. If you know your specific date now, feel free to email support@tccsa.net. Send me your CRD for now. What I did generically is just set them 2 weeks before the end of school. That was just a general rule I was getting from InfoHio. This may mean it falls on a Thursday and you don't like that. By all means, just give me your date. I'll move it, but at least you know something is in there now. That is the first half of my agenda. So I'm going to stop our recording here and ask if our group who's live has any questions.